people now, right? Like I did the BET Cypher last year.
Right.
And people are like, oh, I didn't know he rapped. What? Wildin' Out been on since
But you can act like a rapper,
05.
right? Like, no.
No, but we've been bodying in the wild style.
Yeah.
And I was specifically the one that people came on the show and targeted because they knew that I had the flames with the mic.
Now this wild style thing. We're gonna get back to that. 'Cause I definitely wanted to put a bookmark at your lyrical ability. But the wild style thing. I know some people who've been on the show.
Right.
Not including, Conceited, Charlie Clips,
right,
man. But there'll be some times where somebody will get roasted and it won't make it to the final cut.
Oh, let me tell you something. Most of my best shit is on the editing room floor.
Why?
From all the seasons. It's not my show.
I know it's not your show.
So I don't.
But do you know why?
Do
you know why it happens?
I honestly don't know why. But I know that a lot of my best shit was on the editing room floor.
What are some of the people that you've roasted that didn't make it to the cut?
Well, the original one was Kanye. They were like, he don't want his image. You know what I'm saying? At the time when he came on the show,
right?
They didn't air mine. It's on YouTube now. Like it's floating around because they put it on the DVD after market, but it never made the live show. But I actually went off the head with him. Because some people when they come on, we can kind of prepare ahead of time. The same way y'all do with y'all's battles.
Right.
So you can kind of prepare, and we only doing 2 to 4 bars a time. Like it's not rocket science, right? But with him, I was like,
let's go.
All right, because I know what he's about to do. And so he did. He pointed out everybody on the team, and he wanted to show how great an MC he was. And I was like, give me the mic. And if you look at the footage, Nick is holding the mic. And I'm like, give me the mic, dude. Give me the mic. So, yeah, at the time, it was like.
You think is Nick protecting people?
No, at the time, when Nick was building the show, he wanted to make sure that guests felt comfortable coming on.
Right.
And he knew that,
I totally understand
some of the comedians that aren't MCs and aren't really, that's their whole life.
Right.
So he knew somebody was going to throw a shot at somebody legendary, and they would probably take it the wrong way, and that's embarrassing to them. So I totally understood why he was trying to protect, but for me, I was like, look, I'm smart enough to know not to defecate on Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Right. But on some hip-hop, since he's shooting the shot, I should be able to respond.
Right.
But with the same fun and with the same MC ability, but fun.
Right, but to a certain extent, are you sitting there like, yo, I'm going to cook them?
Oh, yeah.
When you hear people like, yo, this person's coming on the show, are you like, oh.
Yeah, because that's how he's thinking.
I'm 30 him on the low. People don't even know. Yeah,
because that's how he's thinking. He's not coming on. Like, when he saw me, he knew that I was the one that had, and he asked everybody on set. So even in his bars, I could tell that he talked to certain producers. And it's like, what kind of car does he drive? What's certain stats? What's the last job he did? And he kind of put that in the rhymes.
Kanye did research?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I would be flattered.
But I take no points off of that. It was fun. It's wilding out. That's what the show was built for, and it was fun.
Well, if you and Kanye did battle, being that you're a fan of the culture,
right?
Just hypothetically, of course.
Here's what I would say. If you're talking about songwriting and just bar for bar, listen to the Kanye parodies I've done. And tell me what you think it means for someone to be able to write in your voice.
In your style.
And say some pertinent shit while being funny.
So why don't you just do an Afion? This is me. Afion, I'm just gonna drop an album.
You can't hit the table.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. My bad. It's a Brooklyn thing. We do a lot of that, man. Like, yeah, there's a lot of fucked up tables in Brooklyn restaurants.
Right. But no, I do have real music coming, but I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's not something that I'm like passionate about.
How? Because I gotta debate that.
Here's why.
How?
To be an artist, to be a full-on artist is not my focus because I love comedy. Mm-hmm. I love crafting, but within my umbrella of comedy, I have different things I can do. I can do comedy through music, through dance, through impressions, through writing scripts.
Right. But is that limiting?
Acting?
Is it limiting? Because for me, I realized that like a lot of people's, your original dream is usually the one that comes from the soul.
Okay.
And from a young age, you were rapping. Mm-hmm. You were dancing. It was about the music.
Right.
When did it change over to
He
comedy?
took the shades off to see it.
Yeah, I had to just look you in your eyes and be like, I know you took me saying some bullshit. Man.
he took the shades off.
I'll put them back on now. Okay,
right. Cool. Here's the thing. As a youngin', we all wanted to be R&B singers.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Before you was ever rapping or punching niggas in the face, you wanted to be an R&B singer. You probably was doing Michael Jackson moves. You was probably doing all of that. But there comes a time when you realize that may not be my main, what I'm supposed to do. Or maybe it is. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that I can't be an artist. I'm just so deep in the waters of comedy. And here's why it's not limiting. Mm-hmm. It's because every project that I've ever done, I still have music in those projects. The movie Soul Men, I really wrote I'm Lester, the court jester. I produced the beat. On my TV show I had on Fox, I produced most of the music for that. Got checks from that. Wrote the parody songs. Got checks from that. Right. On my stand-up special, the 2 songs that I enter onto the stage and leave the stage on is my songs. So I get paid from the publishing on it. So it's not limiting to me because within the field of acting, which there's a lot of bread in acting. Right. And in producing and owning content and TV shows.
When I say limiting, I'm not talking about limiting as far as like income.
Right.
I'm talking about.
No, I thought you meant as far as like ability. Am I boxing myself into just comedy?
Because there's certain expressions that might not be reflective around comedy. You know?
Right.
You seem like the type of guy. You might wake up one day, you got a bar in your head, you'll write it down or a concept or an idea. Does it have to reflect comedy for you to do it?
No. No, I have a lot of new music that I'm going to drop at some point soon. Me and Rain actually have a song.
Shout out to Rain.
Rain 910, my boy.
Yeah.
Fayetteville, you know what it is.
Word.
But yeah, me and Rain just put out a song earlier this year called Golden Era.
Golden Era.
And it's one of my songs, yeah.
I got to check that out. Golden Era.
Yeah, and it's Golden Era. It's me just storytelling. Telling a fictitious story about having a little brother who is caught up in the life, and he's real enamored by that. And I'm trying to be my brother's keeper and keep him tight. And then Rain comes on at the end, on the third verse, and tells his version of the story about how I'm sure my brother's my mom's favorite, and like you know how brilliant that nigga is. Yeah. It's crazy. If you listen to the story.
For those of you that don't know, like Rain is a guy that Dr. Dre flies in. You know, like
Alien.
You know what I mean? He's different.
Alien.
He's different. Shout out to Rain.
Shout out to Dre too. That's the big homie.
So that's dope. So you are actually working on.
Yeah, I am. To answer your question, I am. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's not the thing that I'm just like chasing down to put out there. Mm. But the comedy shit, that's my lane. That's like breathing to me.
It's trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop when you niggas. Bad boy